Just so you know, this is silly town.
Hello, hello. Welcome back to another episode of The Dog and the Frog. Hope everybody's having a wonderful, I don't know, today's technically Monday, but wonderful day. How are you this morning?
I don't know. I was just thinking as you were trying to decide what day to say that, like, because we're recording so many right now, I'm going to have a cough for the next, 6 months. And people, not literally 6 months, sorry guys, but, this, 4 episodes of me coughing are going to last, a month. Although I've had this cough for, a month anyway, so
Yeah.
fuck me. I also forgot to bring a beverage, but I, once again, don't have pants on, so probably should just name this, the No Pants Pod.
That's just the vibes.
Yes.
Start tagging that one.
What? No Pants Pod?
Yeah.
That's fine. Chaos Goblins without pants.
I actually do have pants on today, but it's weirdly chilly. I also had to leave really early this morning, so I just, put on the bare minimum clothing so I could leave my house. So unfortunately, going pantsless is not legal in my state.
That's weird. Oh, I'm just kidding.
Just gonna move to a nudist colony. It's fine. That's my backup plan.
I'm sorry. I'm not even laughing at your joke. I'm still just looking at the hand.
Oh, it's so casual about it.
Is it in your sleeve?
Yes.
I can't. This is my new favorite bit. The microphone bit.
Oh my gosh, she gets one of those little tiny hands.
Mexico has tiny hands. I haven't seen her post about them in a while, but she used to have a whole Instagram account for the tiny hands.
They're so funny. Somebody had one out at a bar one time, and I'm just like, oh, let me see that. And I just went outside and smoked a cigarette with one.
She's got the two. They're kind of, but their fingers aren't open, so they're just
Oh yeah. Oh.
I've been up since 6 a.m. It's already nap time.
Yeah.
I'm not a 6 a.m. girl, and I had to.
Oh, we got up at the same time today.
We did. That's weird. Well, actually, but still a different time. Because by the time you got up, it was 7 for me.
6:45, but yeah, about the same time. Yeah.
I had to wash and dry my hair today, and I'm super annoyed because I don't ever blow dry my hair. And if I just let it dry on its own, it's perfectly straight. I blow dried it, and now it's weirdly wavy. Why? Blow dried it.
Little body to it.
Blew it dry. Blow dried it. Oh, I just hit
blow dried.
Blue dried.
What? Blue dried.
No,
I like that better.
It's adult nap time.
Yeah.
That's what's happening after this.
I was gonna go do errands after this, but then my friend was like, "Hey, can I come see you today?" And I'm just like, "Fuck yes, you can." So after this, I'm gonna take a nap until he comes over.
There you go. That's the answer. That's the correct answer. Also, it looks like it rained last night, and it's kind of hazy today, which feels like nap weather. I'm gonna put on a scary movie and take a nap, and then go to work later.
Hell yeah.
That's fair.
Speaking of work stuff. Yeah, no, that one was weak.
So, I had that interview this morning. Well, it was a presentation. And I think it went okay. I don't know. So, I try not to decide that I want jobs, because then I just decide that I'm terrible. If I didn't want the job and you asked how the interview went, I probably would be like, it went great. But because I want it, I'm like, I don't know. It's probably fine. It was okay.
Yeah.
So, I think it was fine, but I don't know, because now I want it. And so I need to wait. I should find out this week. There's one more 30-minute interview.
You just gotta stay sure of yourself.
I know. I have to speak it into existence, because it's another global company. So that will support my get the fuck out of here plan eventually.
Hell yeah.
That's cool.
I'm sure it went good.
It was fine. I think, so I had to do a case study for it. And I think I said this last time. It's kind of cool because they left a lot of it kind of open-ended. I could write the story about the organization that I was presenting to, But at the same time, that's wildly challenging for me because I'm like, how much context do I now need to give you about the story that I wrote? Because I'm also supposed to be building on someone else's presentation that's not really there.
Okay.
So there's just a lot. Like, so
That
it
sounds
was
very
fine.
confusing.
I know, it was fine. What I did like was at the end, they were like, well, what do you think went well? What would you have done better? So then I was able to, like, right after be like, oh, here's what I didn't like and what I would do different next time.
Yeah.
So, like, you can demonstrate awareness of, like, if you were unhappy, and then they know, like, if you were with a client, you would learn and do something different. So,
That's cool.
yes. But my one of my favorite parts was I was like, so what are you really looking for in someone in this role? Like, what's most important? And the first thing was consultation skills, which obviously I knew that because it's a consultant role. But the second thing was like just passion for the work. And I was like, oh, well, I'm exploding with that. So please, like, hopefully that translated. And I know it did. So we'll see.
Oh yeah.
But it was really fun to use my brain again because I don't know how many, I think like people that know me know I have the business, but I also work full time. And like, I just was not able to do anything at my last job for like the last year. Like, not able to use my skills, not able to use my brain, not able to like accomplish anything for the first time in almost 7 years. And I was like, well, this fucking sucks. Cause I was like I like skyrocketed through that company for no reason except that they let me get shit done. And then all of a sudden they were like, nope, stop. You can't do anything for the foreseeable future. And I was like, that's cool. I really like that for me.
Jesus.
I really like treading water in the middle of the ocean for 12 months. So it was, even just having the project was nice. I was like, oh, look at this. I can do research. I can put presentations together. I am a professional.
It's nice when you can get back into doing something that you enjoy like that.
This is cool because I'll get to talk about coaching a lot too. Like 20% of the role, if I get it, is like thought leadership. So it's like presenting on coaching and like the benefits of it and like what coaching is and just like being able to basically do all of the things that I already get on a soapbox about, but I'm technically paid for it.
Nice.
Yes. Yes. We'll
I feel
see
like those
though.
are the best kind of jobs when you find something that you're genuinely passionate about and you can like sorry, you can make it work like that because I feel like that's so hard for so many people to do. So it's really cool for you to be able to get back into that like that.
Dude, that's why I can't complain about my last job that much because for like 6 years I loved it. I did everything I did like so many things that I loved and like people were so appreciative of it. It was just the last year there was like massive shifts. But all my jobs I'm like spoiled. I've loved every job I've had. It's super weird except for one. One job I hated nearly from the day I got it until the day I quit.
Damn.
I have pictures. I have pictures of like what that job did to my face from anxiety.
Oof.
Give me a look for them while we're talking. That's how bad they are.
I don't think I've ever actually experienced anything like that. Like,
Oh, it was bad. Was it 2017? Let's see.
I think
So
that's one of the, sorry, what?
what were you saying?
Oh, I think that's, I actually halfway just lost my train of thought. So I'm just gonna choke on my words now.
Don't choke. Don't choke.
It's okay. That's why
What are you
caffeine exists because it will get the brain function up to a normal level. Just not quite there.
Why? What do you? Oh, you have a Celsius. Those are crack, bro.
I have another one in the fridge too, and I'm debating very hard. But I know if I want to take a nap after this, then I absolutely should not do that. Also,
You're
I
gonna take
don't.
a nap? Actually, I don't know what I'm talking about. I would take a nap after that too.
Spicy brain things.
Oh, here we go. 2016, dude. So my anxiety will like manifest. I'm a picker, which
Yeah.
is why I always have my nails done, and I like scan and pick. So like this isn't even the worst that it ever was, but this was like 2016. Look at my fucking chin. This was just like a year after quitting, like just back to normal. And I'm
Oh
like,
shit.
wow, look at you guys. Like you guys made me sick physically.
Yeah.
And then I like found notes from like a corporate meeting. They were talking about like how to get me to wear more makeup. And I was like, bro, I can't put makeup over this. Like, you're doing this to me, and then you're talking about what I look like from what you've done to me. I had to get like a
Yeesh.
note from a dermatologist. They tried to get my friend that worked there to talk to me about it. My owner offered me makeup lessons, and I was like, bro, what are you doing? Like,
What the fuck?
you can get away with weird shit in hospitality in this, at least in New York. I don't know if it's in the whole country, but in New York, because you can like predicate that it's based on hygiene when you dictate what you want people to look like when they work for you.
No, that's
So he was
gross.
like, yeah, it's awful. He was, the part of our uniform was to be date ready for your shifts. And he was like, well, how do you have conversations with when you're interviewing about, and I'm like, what do you mean I tell them to be date ready? And he was like, well, how do you tell them what that looks like? I'm like, I don't. Like, if I went on a date, I would put on eyeliner, mascara, and eyeshadow. That's to this day how I would go on a date. And he's like, yeah, but like, what about face makeup? And I was like, I don't tell people what they should put on their face. You would have that conversation as a man? You would tell me what I should put on my face? Because you didn't when you interviewed me. It was
Yeah. No, that would piss me off. I understand why
wild.
you left that place. Because even just knowing that sounds toxic as fuck. Lucifer,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you doing?
And that wasn't even like that caused me to look like that. Didn't even cause me to look like that. That was after all the other shit they did. It was wild. But I was only there for a year, so like I've loved every job I've had except for that.
I need to find something like that. So it's cool. It's cool getting to like watch people like genuinely be happy and like give a shit about what they're doing like that. Like for me, I don't think I've ever had a job where it was just like, oh, I fucking love doing this. It's just I need to pay my bills. Like with the extent of when I worked at the greenhouse, like I did love that. I had days where I like actually couldn't be in the greenhouse and that sucked, but like the days where I would literally clock in, walk through all the greenhouses, just water and unpackaged plants and like just vibe all fucking day. And I didn't have to interact with anybody. Like I was literally just surrounded by plants all day. Um that was really that was fun. It was still a fucking job, but like I didn't really feel like passion for it, but
Mhm.
I did feel passion for the fact that I got discounts on plants because I love having plants in my house.
I think my co-star told me to treat myself like my houseplants yesterday. Was that yesterday?
You have
So
house plants?
no,
Oh,
I was like, what? It said, empathize with your houseplants, and I was like, well, they're all dead, so
oh,
I can't do that. I buy myself flowers twice a month, but I did try during COVID. I did try to do the plant thing. Like I went and I spent like fucking $150 on plants and vegetables,
yeah.
and no,
I found that
I love a
plants
cactus.
are plants are very hard. See, I can't keep cactuses alive. Like everybody's like, oh, succulents are so easy. No, they're not. No, they're fucking not. I've killed every succulent that I have. I need things that talk to me and tell me what they need. And that I feel like that sounds weird, but I feel like a lot of if you have a lot of plants, you kind of know what I'm talking about. Um, my my thing is tropicals. So my house is full of like pothos and I am gonna butcher this because nobody's ever actually said this word to me, but monsteras.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, yeah. I hate every time I say it out loud. But those are my favorite because like you can tell what they need and they're fucking thriving. I I'll give you a little plant tour one of these days. Um, but they're so much fun. Like my whole house is just trailing with them and shit. Like I got spider plants and stuff too. Because those are fun. But I have one named Peter and then one named Gwen because the kids thought it'd be fun.
I never named my
Oh,
plants either, so maybe that's why they're dead.
it's actually that was one of the things that helped with my mental health a lot during lockdown because like I've never been able to keep plants alive and I always hated it because like that was my mom's thing, like just the greenest of thumbs. And so I was like, damn, of all the things that I inherited, all the mental illness and stuff, I couldn't get the green thumb. Like, come on. So when lockdown happened, I was stuck inside all the time, and I'm just like, I'm gonna figure this the fuck out. And I just bought a variety of plants. All of the succulents that I got just died almost immediately. But then I like the pothos and stuff, and I was like, oh, okay, I can fuck with these. And yeah, I just go get like the really cheap ones that are like on the the We're Dying shelf at like Lowe's, or like just if you know, you know.
I don't know because I won't even get the ones that are like young. I bought one Monstera. It was just of like fully
Yeah.
grown Monstera. And I kept that one alive
Oh my
for
god.
maybe like 4 months, but it
Yeah.
almost died like 12 times. And then I would throw a bunch of water on it, and then new leaves would sprout. And then I got pissed off because when the new leaves would sprout, Dakota would eat them. But not even eat them, he would just shred them. And I'm
Yeah.
like, this plant is actually coming back to life over and over again, and you're fucking killing it. What are you doing? And then I just gave up, and I just can't do it. I can't do it. Every
Yeah.
once in a while, they'll have like a variegated Monstera, and I'm like, I'm not buying that just to kill it.
Oh man, I wish they had those around here. Those, oh, I live for that shit. I've got one of the Snow Queen pothos, and that's like they're so beautiful, and um most of it died actually, but I do like the propagation thing where you like cut little bits of it off and like repot it and whatever. And now I have like one strand of it that's just like, as long as my forearm, that started out as like one leaf. Like I love watching that shit. Like I'll do that all the time. I'll just like, we're gonna cut you apart today.
My friend propagates hers, and she's always like, I have plants, do you want? And I'm like, you have to stop asking me. I will just kill them. Like,
Yeah.
I appreciate that you keep asking me, like, maybe I want to learn this new skill, but taking your plants and killing them is worse than me buying plants and killing them.
Yeah.
No.
It's fun though. I don't know. It's definitely not for everybody. And like I get that. Um but I don't know. That's why they make fake plants.
I do have, well, I have one or two, and my one friend is like, why? She's like, that's just one more thing to dust. I'm like, I love that you think I dust it.
I don't dust my real plants. Like, what do you mean? I throw them bitches in the shower and call it a day. Like,
When it gets dusty, I just throw it out.
oh.
No, I don't. I just don't do anything. I have, well, I did get rid of one. I had a fake snake plant, and that did get kind of grody, and I got rid of it. But I have, what's that stuff? Fuck. I don't know. They kind of look like feathers, and you put them in the sun, and they open up, and shit, the word is on the tip of my tongue.
Like a palm of some kind?
No, it's not green. It's, oh my god, I'm never gonna remember. I can't even go get them and show you because I don't have pants on. They use them in weddings. They were like really trendy in weddings, or they still are.
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know, but I bought them. Somebody knows
Yeah.
what I'm talking about. I'll just shout the word in like 10 minutes, and you're supposed to put them in the sun. The sun, they open up. So I have them in like a vase, but I also never put them in the sun, so they're not all the way open.
Oh.
That story is not fun because I don't remember what they're called.
I'm trying to think. I'm absolutely blanking because I don't pay attention to wedding trends either. So I have no fucking.
I only know, because my friend is a wedding planner and like has like a
Don't
wedding.
you fucking dare, you little shit.
Oh,
I think the ghost is active, so Lucifer's tweaking out.
tell me about the ghost. I didn't know about this.
Honestly, I don't actually know that it's like a ghost. It's something. There's something there. I'm gonna sound crazy. Not to you, but somebody's gonna think I sound crazy. So after my ex moved out, me and my friend sat down and we did like a clearing thing of sorts on the house, and it woke something up. Because like literally that night, like I've heard stuff in the house before, but it was never like it was like years ago. And so up until that point, like I hadn't really been hearing anything. And that night I like put the kids to bed, and about half an hour after I put Evie to bed, I hear her screaming upstairs, like freaking the fuck out. And she never does that. Like when she's asleep, she's fucking, out. So I was like, oh, what the fuck? And I go upstairs, and she's like insistent that there is something in the corner, and there's like nothing there. But she was like freaking out. She's just like, it's over there, and I'm like, there's nothing there. Like, it's fine. But it was very unsettling. Because like I trust kids' intuitions on stuff like that. It's like they're very like aware and whatever. Like same with animals. And so I was like, okay, we're come downstairs. And so I like tucked her into my bed, and then she was fine. Just went to sleep. She was not excited about sleeping in her own room for a little bit after that, which is like fair. But nothing bad ever happened. Like that was like the worst experience that we had. But I think it just kind of woke something up, and like I don't do like the serious cleansing stuff on the house. Like it's like a once a year like full reset kind of thing. Um and there's been a few other times where like there will be nobody upstairs at all, and it's like I'm home alone by myself, and like the animals are all sleeping around me and whatever, and it'll sound like what's a like grown man wearing boots walking in the rooms up above me. But that's it. It's just walking. Nothing's ever like pounding, nothing is ever flying around. It's just you're just hanging out, just walking around. And then there was one day where my best friend and my ex and I were sitting on the couch. My other ex, not the one. Hey, fucker! Hey,
Yep.
she's trying to. Sorry, murdering my plants.
Speaking of,
Literally perched on the like where the window break is at, where it's like the lower half that like move. Yeah, perched on the ledge of that to chew on the plant.
here we go.
Fucker! I need a squirt
She's
bottle
on
or
a mission.
something. Bro, I need to move that thing. But yeah, so we were sitting on the couch, just like hanging out, like just talking, and there was a table across the room, and it had like some empty cans on it and stuff, and there was this one can in like the middle of the table, and it just casually fell off, and we're just like none of us moved. There was no fans on or anything. The animals weren't near the table. Like it just, and it was like in the middle, and it just, doop, and we're just like, oh, hello, we're just hanging out. Nobody's gonna fuck with you. It's fine. It's like so all the stuff that happens is more of just like a hey, I'm here kind of thing, and it's never been like malevolent or anything like that. So we respect each other. We mind our business. Like, and that's yeah. So there's some things in my house, but it's fine. We don't fuck with it.
We coexist peacefully.
Yeah. And the animals never seem like freaked out by it. It's like sometimes they'll do that thing where they just like stare, but it's like, oh, hey, what's up? How you going? Whatever. So
That hasn't happened here. That happened in the apartment that I lived in with my ex before here. Like my old lab one day just like woke up and she was just staring at something, and I was like, Christopher. And he's like, what? And I'm like, you need to go look in the kitchen. And he's like, why? And I'm like, I don't know, but Jersey would like someone to go look in the kitchen right now. And like there wasn't anything there, but she did it more than once, and I was like, I'm fucking done here.
how old was that place?
I don't know, because his grandparents owned the building.
Okay.
So, and they had a business in it for a while, and I'm sure I'm not sure it existed before them, but I think it existed before them. I don't know. It had to be old.
Yeah, I know sometimes like the age of the place can make a difference, because like I'm guessing where you live now is like a new, like not like new, but like newer.
It's definitely been renovated, because apparently they used to call this complex the Roach Motel.
Oh, that's fun.
Because an Uber driver was dropping me off one day, and he was like, "You live at the Roach Motel?" And I was like, no, I don't. What do you mean?" And he's like, "Yeah, this is the Roach Motel." And I was like, "Sir, respectfully, I don't know what you're talking about, but no." And he was like, "Well, not now, but it was. It was projects back in the day." And I was like, "Well, that's different than what you just said to me." Like,
Yeah. I don't know, sometimes the age of a place can make a difference, because like where, especially like depending on like the area you're at, because obviously like where you're at is people have I feel like people have been setting up shop there a lot longer.
yeah.
This house specifically is apparently was one of the first like actual properties built in the neighborhood, like back when the neighborhood was established. I actually don't know what was here before that. But the house itself is like, I think, like 114 years old. So it's old as fuck.
That's an old house.
Yeah. If you pay attention, you can tell that it's old. It's it's
Talking to you.
awful. Yeah. Well, I mean, everything's kind of constantly making noise, but even just like the structure of the house, like, yeah, it's fun. I got a lot to fix.
No, we're still settling over here because when I painted and then like I remember looking up at the ceiling and like the cracks because the walls are still settling, and also like
Yeah.
we had to replace a door, and no, the door's like like the door frame, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, how do you fix something like this? And my friend's like,
Yeah.
you just don't. Like, that's just how it settled, and I'm like, cool, thanks, I really love this for me.
Yeah.
Pampas grass.
So what?
Pampas grass. That's what it's called.
I've never heard of that.
Yep. Google it. I don't know. I think it can be real. I don't know if mine's real. I really don't know. I literally just like saw it.
You can put it in sunlight and you'll find out.
It fits my vibe in the bedroom. The bedroom vibe is like witchy and
Yeah.
feathery and black.
It's
I
fun.
don't know. I like it.
Kind of just my whole house is just varying degrees of that, or will be at some point. My bedroom's a little more like princessy right now because I made like a canopy and stuff over my bed, but I know I look like somebody that would have a princess bed, so
No, you don't. The living room is beachy, but it's about to turn into like beachy, a witchy, a beachy witch combo soon.
Hell yeah.
I need to unpack my love spoon, actually. That's gonna go up on the wall behind me somewhere. I don't know where yet. Because right now the collage wall is symmetrical, which was never the plan for it, and I don't know how to fuck it up to
You
start.
put the spoon under the star, like just right in the middle, like underneath the.
That keeps it symmetrical, though.
Yeah. Oh, you want to fuck it up?
Originally, I just wanted the whole wall to have shit on it. Like, I didn't
Okay.
want it to be symmetrical, and then I had all this stuff, and so then I hung it, and I was like, oh, look, I've instinctively made this symmetrical, and now I fucked up, because now I don't know where to break it. Also, if I put it right under the star, Dakota's gonna knock it off the wall, because he's always fucking... He's a dick.
Well, we'll come visit and rearrange your gallery wall.
Yes.
I love doing that.
And then I'll move.
It's fine. You should take a picture and do that in your next place.
I know. I put it on the floor like 14 times before I put it on the wall and took pictures, and I was like, I'm just gonna... And then I didn't put it on the wall, and the way I took the pictures at all. I was like, I'm gonna do this. It's fine.
I need to find some of my prints. As I ordered these, there's an artist that I follow that does like crystallization on stuff. Like he basically grows crystals on like bugs and skeletons and all that kind of thing. It's super cool. But he did a whole snake skeleton one time and made like fucking 2-foot prints of it, and it's like a set of 3, a triptych. That's the word.
Never knew that
word. Yeah. And so I have them. I don't know where the fuck they went, and I'm really upset about it because I need to get them framed and hang them up. But I was gonna do like a whole creepy kind of gallery wall in my living room, and I have a lot of art to go on it, but I'm just lazy. I hang up tapestries instead.
I've somehow collected all these photographer friends, so I want to like put people's prints up, and then I'm like, where do I put those? Like, they'll probably go behind me, but then I have to go actually make the prints.
Yeah.
And then I made Finger send me a drawing that she did that I liked, so then I'm like, this wall's just going to turn into like, who knows what. Maybe I just need to get a bunch of shit together and then just fuck the whole
put it
thing
up and like fill it in, and eventually it'll balance itself out.
Yes. I have that weird black mouth that I have to hang up too.
Just put that in the star.
In the center?
Yeah. But turn the star upside down.
I don't even know why I bought the star. But now it's there. Now it's like I don't want to take it down. It's just a thing.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll take it down. I don't know. You know how long it takes me to decorate places? I didn't put anything on the walls here for like 4 years.
That's like the first thing I do. Like, this will not feel like home until I put something on the wall. So like everything is going to be hung up and decorated, and so that's usually one of the first boxes that gets unpacked.
No, it takes me forever. And then the concept of redecorating, like this stuff will be on this exact stuff will be on the walls until I move out.
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't resonate anymore. Because what do I do? I don't know.
Fucker.
Is it the same cat
Yeah.
every time?
Lucifer, yes, he's a demon.
That tracks.
I just realized something fell into my terrarium.
Wait, what's a terrarium?
It's like
That's not bugs, that's plants.
I mean, it can have stuff in it, but like mine doesn't. There used to be a spider living in there. I was gonna put snails in it, but I put all the plants in there, and then a spider took over. So I was like, okay, let's put this. Is fine. So mine is just plants. I think most of the plant life has actually died, so now it's mostly just moss and some crystals. But yeah, it still looks nice. But yeah, apparently my little moon lamp got knocked into it. Which is probably Lucifer's fault because he regularly knocks the lid off of it. Which, to be fair, it's not actually a lid, it's just a couple of pieces of the wood that I just set on top to prevent the cats from sleeping in it, because that's why the plants are dead. They just go in there and lay on them.
Cats are so different.
Yeah, that's a word for it.
It's a new moon tonight.
Yeah. That's gonna be something. I'm not ready for that either.
I think I want it.
You know what I should do? Actually, I should go take pictures tonight. But I know I was planning on doing that, but then my designer friend messaged me and was like, "Hey, what are you doing next week?" And I'm like, "I got a lot of days off, but yeah, I mean, if you want to do something, we gotta figure it the fuck out now because I got a lot of shit to get done."
Yeah.
Because if you have a deadline, we do it now, or we're probably gonna miss your deadline. Because she needs like an artist profile for some shit that she's doing, I guess. Because she's been doing like these like fashion week things. So I was like, "Yeah, I'm down to do it. Like, I'm always down." But she never messaged me back, so now I'm just gonna hang out with my friend, probably get stoned, and then maybe go take pictures when it gets a little dark and creepy tonight.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, I got some big ideas.
I need to clean up.
Mm.
Yeah, I can't go into another moon without cleaning.
Oh, I didn't do my first of the month shit yesterday. Oops. It's fine. My cinnamon's still by my door.
There you go.
It just lives there. I'm bringing money into the house every time I walk through the door. It's fine.
Atta girl. Nope. Atta day. What do I do? Atta day. That's like, wait, that sounds like a different language. Sounds like some kind of pirate speak, actually.
Yeah.
Wait, I saw a thing yesterday. Someone was talking about what pirates smell like. I don't remember what it was. I just remember
Musty?
Dusty, crusty. I don't know.
I can't imagine it'd be a good smell.
No, but I bet there's a good smell, like, undertone, because they probably smell like the beach under all the shit. Like, you probably never get the beach smell off your skin.
Yeah. I don't know, I guess it depends, but I'm trying to imagine it now. It's like, I guess, like, I love the smell of the ocean, but then also, is it too fishy? Because it's not like just like a quick trip to the beach. It's like constantly surrounded by ocean and fish and whatever other mustiness is going on there.
I don't know, because I don't smell fish when I'm at the beach. I swear to God, sand has a smell. And everybody thinks I'm crazy. So I smell like sand and salt. Maybe there's some fish.
Probably some fish. Some of the oils and stuff.
Ooh. That just grossed me out.
Well, I mean, fish are oily, but then also like the natural oils. I'm imagining like old timey pirates with like the oil lamps and stuff too.
Oh my god,
So
they're
like
so.
whale fat. This got so gross. Trying to imagine what pirates smell like. All right.
I
Uh,
don't remember where I saw it.
uh,
I don't even remember where I saw it, but I just remember thinking, "Oh, that's that's unpleasant." But also, there could be something underneath that.
I don't know that I want to know. I don't know. I'm sure somebody out there has done the science of it. Like there's all sorts of like, oh, what did these people eat at this time, or like, what did their hair look like? So yeah, what did pirates smell like?
I wonder.
Halitosis probably a little bit. Nobody's brushing their teeth.
I don't know. I'm so obsessed with smells. Like
Yeah, good
every
smells
time
though.
I meet
I don't
someone, I
want to
smell
smell the
them.
bad smells.
Well, yeah, but I do. Like I don't know. Every time I meet someone, I smell them.
Wait, did you
Sometimes it's
smell me?
unfortunate. Yeah. Every
Now
time
I
I
feel
meet
bad because
someone,
I literally went like hiking right before I met you.
just I just want you to know I typed what do pirates smell like and it says damp and musty odor.
Yep, there it is.
Damp. Yeah, I smell everybody when I meet them. I'm like a dog. So I
I
just
love
don't
that
your asshole.
for
I just,
everybody else. I'm, I don't know how I feel about that now. Because okay, this is the weirdest thing. I've been told by a couple people actually that like my natural body odor smells kind of peppery, not like in a bad way, but like just like black pepper.
it's interesting.
Um, which feels like a weird thing. I also don't know how to wear perfume that matches that. Um, but yeah, I'm just like I was really like up in the mountains, fucking hiking around, getting all sweaty right before we met, and I was just like, can we have a redo? I'm gonna shower before next time I see you.
Why? Then I smelled you for like 3 days.
Oh, that's fair.
I didn't smell you once. I was upset because I only brought a carry-on and I didn't have um like a travel size version of any of my regular scents, and I was like, well, nobody's gonna smell what I really smell like. And then I realized that not everybody's like me and they would not care. And I was like, no one's gonna smell my real smell.
Yeah, I do that during like long hugs. Like if it's one of those ones where I'm like nuzzling into the crook of your shoulder, and it's like we're gonna hug for a really long time. I'm absolutely gonna remember what you smell like. Um, I don't know. I feel like that doesn't seem that weird though, thinking about it. But
No, and not everybody always smells good, but sometimes it's still comforting even if you don't smell good. I have some friends that don't always smell great, but
yeah,
like I love them, so the smell is still warming.
that
Sometimes
makes
I don't
sense.
smell great. Actually, every time I hug the one kid at work, I'm like, listen, I probably smell. And he's like, you say that every time and you don't smell. And I was like, I don't think that's true. I think you're just not breathing in.
Yeah,
Because it's so hot here that I don't feel like I've not smelled for like the last 3 months. Like, I feel like there's nothing I can do to ward off my natural stench this summer. So I just
yeah,
warn everybody all the time that I probably smell.
I feel that. I think I'm overly conscious about that. Um, I don't know. I get really weird about how. Yeah, I'm weirdly conscious about like how I smell, and I've put a lot into like trying to find a good scent, especially
Mhm.
since I quit smoking. Because like before I didn't care because I'm like nobody's gonna smell what I smell like. All they're gonna smell is the fact that I smoke cigarettes because that's all anybody can ever smell. So it doesn't fucking matter. Like I just reek of cigarettes all the fucking time or weed. Like which
Mhm.
to be fair, I still smell like weed a fair amount of the time because I actually really like the way weed smells. I know it's not for everybody, but it's like there's something comforting about
I was going to say, it's
smelling
also
like dank.
comforting.
I get,
Also comforting.
yeah,
I don't hate meeting people that smell like they got the good stuff on them.
yeah. Um, but like I don't know, scents are so hard, especially because it's like you don't know, like you might think it smells good, but like you don't actually know until somebody else comments on it. Um, but like it's such a good feeling like when you walk in somewhere and it's like oh that smells nice. Like I went to the gas station one morning and like I walked up to the counter to like check out and the dude that was standing there is just like it smells like I just walked into my grandma's garden. Like I feel like I'm surrounded by flowers right now and I'm just like oh this is like because when he first said that I was like oh my god you think I smell like a grandma but then he like kept going and I was like oh no okay this is a good thing.
New scent immediately.
I'm like, I've been wearing this for a month. What do you mean?
No.
But yeah, then he told me that he had started getting into like oils and like making scents, and so like he's always like it's easier for him to like pick stuff out now, and like I'm like, this is really cool. I've never met somebody who like actually like makes scents like that. Like, so I think that's really cool.
That's cool.
But the fact that like you can get really good about like picking it out. I mostly just wear jasmine a lot though. Like I wear a polo to work, so I like put jasmine on my collar of my polo.
Yeah.
Absolutely not doing any kind of magic with that.
Mm, not at all.
Definitely not. Could not be me.
No, I never think about scents for that. I just wear what I like, but I don't even know. I need to look at what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm putting out to the world.
Yeah.
Although, 50% of the time I'm wearing men's cologne anyway, but
Yeah.
the other 50%, it's not. Then it's usually something like Tonka or Oris, or like, I actually don't even know. I just read the bottle exactly what it says, but I know this is not how you pronounce it, but my brain always pronounces it ambroxan, but that's not it. It's something else. My friend said it. My friend said it, and that's how I know that's not what it is, but that's what it says in the bottle, and that's what my brain says. You know how sometimes your brain spells things like xylophone so that you spell it right instead of
Yeah.
xylophone? So sometimes my brain does that. Like, my brain always says Wednesday.
Yeah.
But this
Or
word,
like February. Yeah.
this word I can't remember how to say, so it's still ambroxan in my head.
I'm trying to think of.
Now I'm looking this up too, because now I need to know.
Yeah. But yeah, it's fun like getting into that stuff, and like I've been doing the jasmine thing for a long time, just because like that was always like my favorite thing, and I was.
Ambrosian. That
Oh,
makes
okay.
sense.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sorry, keep going.
Oh no, you're good. I'm trying to think of what that smell like though. The word makes sense, but like I'm trying to imagine that.
It says woody, musky, and slightly sweet.
Yeah, that tracks.
Described as warm, sensual, and comforting. Oh, that's me.
I love that. You should actually look at what scent Aries rules.
Oh.
Because like it's the funniest thing is I've been doing the jasmine thing for a really long time, just because I like the scent of it, and then I realized that like that's one of the like a really good one to use in like love magic, like even if it's like self-love stuff. And then I was like looking further into it, and I'm like, oh, that's because Venus rules this scent. My Libra rising is obviously Venus ruled, and I'm like, that's why this has appealed to me for literally forever. It's because it's literally built in the stars for me. That's why the what is it? That the one scent that we talk about all the time, the leather and all that stuff.
Oh, Tom Ford?
Yes,
I wear that.
because
I wear that sometimes.
because
Like,
Taurus is also Venus ruled, and that has jasmine undertones in it, and I'm like, that makes sense. That tracks.
Is it for my Taurus Mars?
I mean, it's honestly, if you just pick whichever part you want to appeal to. I think we were talking about a specific person the day that came up, because somebody was like telling somebody in chat what it smelled like, and I was like, oh, this Taurus motherfucker you're telling me walks around smelling like jasmine all the time?
Like
yeah, okay,
okay.
yeah, that makes sense. And like that's the day that I think that's the day that it actually like really clicked, because like I had literally like an hour before that conversation I was like looking that stuff up because of it's like Capricorn's like the earthy ones where there's like patchouli and all that stuff, and that's like my second favorite. It's like the really woody, earthy, like musky kind of ones. But I'm like I always default to the jasmine, and that's
Patchouli's growing on me, but it was one of my like most hated scents ever. And this says that I am spices and woods, cinnamon, ginger, pepper, cumin,
absolutely makes sense.
Cumin, pine, cedar, juniper.
The spicy ones make sense because Aries and Mars, and all of the Aries.
All of the fire.
But that also makes sense of why the patchouli would not be your favorite, though, because that's just polar opposite of like the earth.
Oh.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Yeah, it all makes sense. Which I still find is the funniest thing, because like I like the fact that we can click so easy, but even though everything in the stars is like, no, that's not happening.
Bing.
Fuck the stars.
Just kidding, bitch. Dry, amber, musky smell. That's what ambrosia is described as here.
I need to get more scents.
I only have the 4 right now.
They're so expensive, though. I've been using a lot of that slutty French stuff, also. That's what I packed for my trip.
I still have those samples. I feel like I only liked one of them, though. I need to smell them again.
I didn't like the clean ones. So what was it? I can't remember what one of them is. Both of the ones that started with P, I did not like.
I have to find them. I don't remember where I put them.
The Carnicure, that one is my fucking favorite. I don't know. I love that one. I was so excited when like my sense of smell finally came back, because when I got them, I had like only been not smoking for a couple of weeks and I still couldn't smell them properly. So when that finally like kicked in, and I was like, smell them again, yes. And I was so excited. It smells so good. So I actually got 2 of the samples, like 2 of the sample packs. So I'm like, I know these are going to be tiny bottles, and I don't want to have to like buy this again for a while. And I don't wear like proper perfume that often, because like I don't go out. It's very much a special occasion thing. But I've packed both of the spicy ones, so I'm gonna smell like a sexy French hour.
Love that. Love that. You're gonna make me go smell them when we're done with this. No, first I'm gonna take a nap, because if I start smelling stuff, I'm gonna be fucking wide awake. I like couldn't go to Target with my ex's sister because we would just smell things for like an hour.
Yeah.
Like the candle aisle, open every candle and smell it, open every bottle of shampoo, to the point where I'd be leaving with a headache. And I'd be like, we do this every time. Why do we keep doing this? But I just love smelling things.
Yeah.
No. I'm going to take a nap and then I'm going to smell them. But I only have 4 scents right now, so I really like was against ever even having different, like I would only wear one thing forever.
Yeah.
It does throw me off a lot if people wear the same like scent or 2 all the time. Like, I don't know, my ex-husband one day just came home and he walked in the door and I was like, what is that? And he's like, what? And I'm like, are you wearing my father's cologne? And I don't remember what he bought, but it was my dad's cologne. And he was like, I like it. And I was like, you can't wear that. And he's like, why? I'm like, that's my dad. Like, you can't wear my dad's cologne.
Yeah, no, that would be a little unsettling.
He's like, it's ridiculous, Jen. I'm like, no, it's not. You can't wear this. Find something else. Return this. You already have so many scents. You can't just mix them or something.
Yeah.
But I literally thought my dad was in the house, like, instantaneously.
That would have been a little weird for sure. Oh, I need somebody to come smell me now. Tell me if what I'm wearing smells good on me or not. Because I could just be walking around here just smelling fucking weird all the time. But
just ask your friend when he gets there.
I don't trust his judgment.
You don't trust his judgment?
Not on smells, no. I don't know. He's not one of like. He's one of those guys that only wears like the same the same smell like all the time, and it's usually just like deodorant. Like he's not like a scents guy. He also smoked for a really long time, so like I know that kind of like I need somebody who like fresh nose.
I'll smell you next time I see you. I've never smoked a cigarette in my life.
Hell yeah.
I'll tell you what, that was like anytime I got COVID, that was my biggest fear, was I was gonna fuck with my sense of smell.
Yeah.
It never did. Thank God, knock on wood. But I was like, if I can't smell things, I'll cry. Like, how will I feel emotions if I can't smell things?
Dude, no, that was I never got like the first wave of it. That was like taking out everybody's sense of smell. I did get it a couple times, but it was like it was just like a really bad cough, and like I had, migraines forever. And that was bad enough. But I was like, if I could not smell, like if I can't walk into a restaurant and smell that shit, or like fucking fresh bread, or like any of that, I would like, what's the point? What's the fucking point? That's
It's wild. And then I was like, oh, but if I can't smell things, like, will I have olfactory memory, or like, will I not be able to smell my memories either? And then I started to panic, and it never even happened to me, but I was
never
like,
even
oh my
thought
God.
about it like that. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know. I don't know.
It's
I hope this
disconcerting.
shit gets fucking better because I don't know. It's bad. I hate watching people suffer like that because
Yeah.
I don't know. I think the way that it's like mutating is like also getting worse. It's like yeah, people are still being able to smell, but like Freya had it because their dad's not super responsible about it, and like we started masking again, and you know they wear masks to school and are like really cautious about it, and like I wear one to work all the time. But he's not like that, so I don't know, they got it while they were with him. Basically, Freya basically had the flu,
Mhm.
and was just so sick, and like just you know I FaceTimed her a couple times, and like she was so fucking miserable, and I'm just like it's making me so sad. So I feel
Oh.
bad for like everybody that's still having to deal with it. That's something that kind of
It,
freaks me out about going to the airport. Like I'm fucking double masking, like getting some of that like nasal spray that can help like prevent it and stuff in case I need to like drink something. Like
they do have, so like the planes are not terrible. I don't know. I didn't wear a mask on I wore a mask in March, but I didn't wear one this last flight. It
yeah,
wasn't terrible, but I don't know, travel. I actually like when I'm on the subway, I like always wear a mask just because even after COVID, I was like, actually, this has always been kind of gross and like,
yeah.
why wasn't I doing this anyway?
Like I mean, it's so much easier to just not get sick in general. Like even if it's not fucking COVID, like I'd rather just not get fucking sick. Like I hate being sick. Like also I can't afford to get ill, but like I just don't want to be.
I'm not good at
Uh,
sick. I'm not good at being sick. Like, I can be sick for like a day or two, but if it lasts longer than that, then I get like man sick and I just whine and I just roll
yeah.
around in my bed pissed that I'm sick. Like, I'm not good at it.
I just get annoyed because it's like, dude, I got shit to do. Like what what is this? Like this is bullshit. Like honestly, the human design is so fucking awful. Like you'd think after all this time we would have been able to evolve to just not get fucking sick, but you know, fucking weak little sad flesh bags, whatever.
Well, that and the bacteria evolves with us because it
Well,
wants us
yeah,
gone.
yeah, that's true. Ugh.
Yeah, I got nothing done. That's like me this weekend. I got nothing done. And I'm like, great, now everything I wanted to do this weekend I can't do. And then I remembered I'm leaving Sunday. And I'm like, well, when will I do it all?
Oh,
When? No one told you that when you get older, time moves faster.
faster and slower depending on context, which is so dumb. Like,
Fuck self-awareness.
ugh, time isn't real. Nothing's real.
Social construct.
Ugh.
I'm gonna live forever.
Yeah. Don't put my brain in a robot though. I don't want to live forever like that. Just, you know.
No. Shift to something new.
Yeah. That's why I
New
don't want to be
street.
cremated. I want to do
Why?
one of those cuz like when you're
Don't be
cremated,
a tree.
all that energy and everything that you are is just burned up and gone. But like I want to do one of those like it's like the pod things where it's like if you get put in a seed pod.
Yeah, you want to be a tree. I want to be a
Yeah.
tree.
I think that'd be so fucking cool. I need to go somewhere else where that's like legal cuz like that's not they don't do that in my state. But I think it'd be super cool to like start a grove, you know, and like have some land somewhere where it's like, yeah, when I die and like, you know, depending on what my you know, children and their children whatever want because apparently my kids are certain that they want to be parents, which is so funny considering that they're fucking children. We'll see. But I'm planning ahead because I don't know how to not do that, you know.
Yeah.
Capricorn things. So yeah, I was gonna buy a little plot of land and start a little family grove
There
because it's
you go.
better than a you know fucking box in the ground that can't do anything.
No, I don't like those. No,
Yeah.
thank you.
Let me
I
be
don't
worm food.
I'm not there. I'm somewhere else.
Yeah,
Astral projecting.
yeah.
Having fun.
I'm excited to see how I come back. Oh, we should talk about that one time. The past life stuff. I want to do
Okay.
past life regression really bad.
Topic list is always open.
It's also kind of scary, but I don't know. I want to do. When the kids get older, I want to do that too, because like Evie for sure. That kid has been here before. Like I don't know how to explain it, but there's something going on with that. She's not new here. Like she might be 3 years old, but she's not fucking new here. So I want to see what's going on with that, because like this, I don't know. It's just she knows what the fuck's going on. It's weird, in the coolest way. But and I know this isn't my first time being here either. But like, I think this life actually is like, this is like the ass end of a karmic cycle that my soul has been on. And so I'm like, okay, well, time to backtrack and see what the fuck, set me on this path in the first place, because Jesus fucking Christ, when does it end?
I was gonna say, I don't feel like I learned anything the first time or 3 around. Like this is the first time I feel like I learned something.
Yeah. But I think that stuff's really cool. It's really interesting. It's a little bit freaky though. I have been hypnotized before, and it can be very unsettling. So I need to make sure I'm in like a really solid headspace before I go into it. But I want to find like a really good professional. Like I'm not doing that shit by myself.
I want to be hypnotized. I've never been hypnotized.
That'll be fun.
Now you've given me something to look into.
Yeah. Oh, you probably have a lot access to a lot more of that being in the like where you're at. People around here don't do a lot of that shit. There's a lot of the like not legit people around here, but
there's probably a lot more weirdos to sift through here though.
Fair.
Like I had to sift through a lot of intuitives before I found mine, and they're not even around here because the ones around here were wild.
Yeah. Oh.
All right. Well, I think it's nap time.
Yeah. Oh, my back. Yeah, it's definitely nap time.
Nap time.
This is a fun one.
Yeah, it's weird. This is a weird one. Can't wait to write the summary for this one. 47 minutes about sense.
I've already forgotten how we started, so it's forgotten.
We started with work. I was talking about my interview.
Oh, yeah.
We ended up here somehow. The track was not a circle today.
It will loop back around somewhere. Because we didn't come back to the planet again.
Shocking.
But yeah. We'll see y'all next week. Bye!